Hello YouTube, this is Josh, and I am back after a bit of a break. This is the Pantek brothers, and I am here with a Let's Play Motorsport Manager, continuing our career. As you may or may not have noticed, Motorsport Manager had an update in the form of adding the Steam Workshop, so there are now mods available for it that will change liveries and rules, team names, sponsors, almost anything. So there's already F1, official F1 mods in the works, obviously, to give real life drivers pictures, sponsorships names, team names, that type of thing. So those are in the work. I haven't really gotten into that option yet to start looking into making my own. But what we want to do is continue on with our career. No, do not want a interview. Sponsorship needs taking a look at. Sure, we'll take it. Upfront payment of $1 million. Sounds good to me. And where are we here with our car and our development? So we are 100%, 100%, 100%. These are maxed. These are maxed. And those two are maxed. So, and those are maxed and 100%. Oh, and these are better parts, not quite 100%. Let's see who's got what here, real quick. Yep. 108 and 184, 183. Oh, I misspoke. 183, 154. All right. Design new parts. What do we got? We got 2.2 million more or less, and I've not done an engine yet, but what are we at here? Performance of 117. If I build one, what do we get us at? 112 to 122 with a reliability of 65%. It's a lot for not very much improvement. Max 25. Yeah, I don't think it's worth the extra cost. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're about halfway through the season. Let's get on with improving. I really don't have much in the way to improve these. I can't anymore. They're basically maxed out. So I am going to just continue on here, and I don't know. I want to build something, but it seems like a waste of money. Because let's see, my suspension is at 159, so I can do plus reliability. I can't get the grate because I don't have the development center. 40 to max. See, that could help. Risk level. I don't want risk level. 80% and get it up to potential of 194. That's a pretty good suspension. Yeah, hold on, before I do it, what are we at now for suspension? Yeah, nope, I can't justify the cost. That's a lot of money, just for, 10 points of improvement. So sponsorships have run out. I got 3 options. Upfront payment of 2.7 million over 8 races, or 200,000 over 10 races. That ends up being 2 million, and this is 400,000 over 12 races. So that is 6.8 million plus 250,000. So I'd get all my money up front, but this is really the better deal in the long run. Let's continue here. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do to spare you guys some time is going to go ahead and do the qualifying, skip ahead in time, and come back at the beginning of the race. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you guys, and I will see you at the beginning of the race. Alright, we are back. We are setting up for our race. We're going to choose our race perks here and see what happens this race. We hopefully will do a little better than we normally have, but that is to be seen. I forgot, I gotta change the handling a little bit. They kept complaining that the car needed to be tighter, so I would stiffen the suspension, and then he would complain that he can't do very well in the corners because it's not soft enough. I was like, well, make up your mind. Which one is it? Is it too hard or too soft? So, yeah. Either way, let's see. The weather looks like it's going to be alright for now. And let's go ahead and I think we wanted to see if we could change the downforce just a tad back to where it was, to improve that a little bit, and same with the gear ratio and suspension. We'll get on our medium tires that will wear slower, and I think we'll go ahead and get this race kicked off. Hopefully we can do better than our previous one, which was I think 17th and 18th place. And let's go ahead and bump these up. I always can't make up my mind at the beginning. So we are off. We are in second and third, fourth now. As we go around to the first couple corners here. We have a 25 lap race. We'll definitely have to pit, let's see, at least 2 times. See if what happens as far as any yellow flags that may be able to come into this race that help us. We see we are sticking to 3rd and 4th place here, though. Looks like back down to 5th. We dropped a place with Maury. Valdez still holding his own in 3rd. The 4th is right on his heels, and I think the 4th place is gone. Yep, 4th is gone. So we are dropped back a place. So my guys seem to not do so well during the practice sessions as far as time goes. We're always way down in the option. In the sorry, not options, in the standings. But yeah, so we're gonna need to pit. We got some rain coming here now. I didn't see that last night. Let's see. Alright, let me get on to some intermediates and get going. So we're going to need some more traction. Obviously it's going to be raining, and track dampness is going to be getting worse and worse over the next couple of laps here. Alright, one in, one out. Other one out. Someone hit us. So we're gonna have to come back in and repair our wing. Lovely. What a waste. We're back down to 11th and 13th place now. It's too bad for Valdez getting hit with that other car. I hope they gave him a drive-through penalty at least. And that was, I think it happened just coming off of pit lane back onto the racetrack. After that pit, everybody was coming in for intermediates or wets. Looks like about half the field decided to go with wets, the other half sticking with intermediates. We may very well have messed that up, switching to intermediates, and should have gone to wets straight away. It looks like the track wetness is definitely going to pick up even more over the next few laps, and that might have been a bad decision on my part to put them intermediates first and then switch to wets later on if needed, but that's the way it goes. I can't do anything about it now. All we can do is hope that we can continue to improve our place. Maury is up to 8th place. And Valdez, obviously, because of that wing incident, is back in 13th. We got 7th right in front of us. We are right on their heels. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to leave. There we go. Overtake 7th place. But that blue flag 20th place is holding us up for being able to go any faster. There we go. We're around him. Going around this corner. We see 16th there. Hold on just 1 second. Yep. I think we definitely need to get out to pit. We're going to have to get on those wets. This track is just, we're going to lose too much grip if we continue to stay out on intermediates. I didn't want to have to, but definitely going to have to. Let's see. Alright, we got Maury in pits. We're back and dropped a place. They're in 8th, 9th now. Coming out of pit row, 10th, 11th. So we dropped 3 positions coming in for the switch to those wets. So yeah, like I said, probably definitely should have switched to those right off the bat. But we're still in the thick of it. Let's see if we can pick up a couple positions. 12th is right on our heels, coming all along the inside, and they make the pass, and we drop down to 12th place. Coming along into the last corner, going back onto the front straightaway. They are pulling away a bit. 20th place is not really a big deal. Don't have to worry about them. Though they tend to get in my way when it comes to battling with some other positions. Their blue flags have definitely caused me some heartburn. Haven't been able to. And they're still challenging me for position almost. It's like, let me go. You are slower. You are a lap down at least. And I have to slow down because you are sitting there trying to come around me. So let me by. And yet you still sit there and fight for position. Ugh. I lose time every time I have to deal with you coming around these corners. Just slow down, let me by, and move out of my way and stop trying to get by me. So we got maximum track wetness now. We're going to have to definitely stay on these wets. They're doing pretty good as far as tire wear. We're 11 out of 25 laps now. We can kick up this tire aggression a little bit more so we can get the tire temps up a bit. And we can hopefully gain some more time back if we can't get another position. So we got 12th and 15th place respectively, coming around the corner back to the front run straightaway into the first corner. And looks like Maury has gained spots for those who are in the pits. Hang on a second. I think we're going to have to switch back. As the rain is going away. And instead of switching back to intermediates, I think the way to go is to switch to those mediums. Only because the track wetness is going to go down pretty quick. I'll switch him for him as well. his mediums are going to give us the longevity for the rest of the race to hopefully not have to pit for tires again. We can make it through the last bit of the race. We got 13 out of 25 laps now, and that should get us the rest of the way on tires, hopefully. And let's see how it goes. Obviously, we're going to lose some time and some grip right off the bat because the track is still really wet, and our drivers are probably going to complain about it and say, hey, you need to switch us to inters. But they don't see what I see. Yeah. Why are we driving on these? Yeah, ignore. You'll be fine. Don't worry. The track is going to dry out. Yep. I see over the next lap, it's going to drop in wetness and start drying out. Yeah, I know, Valdez. Don't worry. Alright. So we are in 9th and 14th place. Maury is being challenged by the 10th place person as they come to that front straightaway into the first corner. And we got past pretty easily. But we're sticking with the 9th place. And here we go, down from the back straightaways into this little chicane. And there we go. So you can see the track wetness is continuing to drop. We're doing okay in tire temperature and fuel, obviously. We got about 10 laps to go. I think we're going to have to pit for fuel one more time, but tires should be okay, I think. There we go. Coming around the corner there. Looks like 9th place is starting to pull away a bit. Don't quite have what it takes to keep up with them. Coming into the first corner again. Looks like we close it down a little bit on the straightaways, but coming in through the corners they're a good bit faster. Have maybe a little bit better acceleration. Can't keep up with them. They can fly through these corners a little bit faster. And looks like we got 11th place right on our tail now, challenging us for the 10th place position. And it's a back and forth, and we lose that challenge, and we drop back to 11th place as we come back through the front straightaway into the first corner set. And yeah, like I said, so my guys seem to do okay at the beginning of the race and slowly drop off throughout the rest of it. And it's just another example. Obviously, we're still in the middle of the pack. We're not terrible, but obviously I'd much rather be in the top 10. I know there's a rule change, I believe, coming up in the future where they want to change the point standings to places 1 through 10 only get points versus everybody gets points. And I kind of, though I'm not one of the highest ranking teams, I still kind of tend to think that's the way it really should be. Yeah, teams like mine and others who are lower down in the standings won't get points unless we place high enough. But I think that's kind of the whole point, is that places 1 through 10 should be getting the points for coming in those positions. And if you're not doing well, you don't get points. So we got them pitting here. I think we'll continue to stay out, obviously. We got 9th place for those who are in the pit lane now. 9th and 13th, but we got to run out of fuel, so we don't necessarily need to change tires. I think we can just go on fuel. However, let's see. There you go. So just enough to finish the race, and we'll leave those tires, I think, so we can get a faster pit stop and hopefully not lose as many places. that would be good if we can retain our position at least. Valdez, we will probably do the same. We need a little bit more fuel, just enough to finish the race, and then we'll go ahead with just the splash of fuel and finish this out. So we're 21 or 25. There's going to be others that are having to pit as well because they just don't have the fuel to get through. It's going to have to be a 3-stop race because of the fuel management. Even with conservative engine management, I don't think you'd be able to eke out another 3 laps. There's no way. The tanks just aren't full enough. There's 11 laps per tank, full tank. So obviously that's only 22 laps out of 25. So you have to stop a minimum of 2 times. Excuse me. Here we go. Going the first straightaway. We are 11th and 12th now. I think if we don't screw up anything, we can keep that as our 2 positions. We'll be doing okay. So right there, kind of in the middle of the pack. Alright, we can hopefully finish this race out now. 23 of 25 laps. And come down the front straightaway. Don't really see any reason why. Looks like that second place has got some kind of mechanical issue there. Obviously still faster than us though. But they're going to try to eke out 2 more laps without having to pit, I'm guessing. Let's see how we do coming around these last couple of corners, going into the front straightaway around the last corner here around pit row. Come through 25 of 25 laps now. It's the final one. Hopefully we can keep our spots. That 10th place has blown an engine or something, so we gain his position up to 10th now. And 13th for Valdez. Looks like we are going to eke out a top 10 finish here and collect some points. Very nice. I think that's one of our, I think it's our second best race of the season actually. I think there was one more we came in 9th or 8th, but well done. I think even could have done better, I think, if had we done better at the tire management and switching between inters and wets, or going straight to wets instead. Probably would have been better. But pretty good race overall. Can't really complain too much about that. They're doing, I guess, the best they can. 10th and 12th overall. We'll pick out some points both for the drivers and for our team standings and see how things go. So yeah, that's our race for today for Motorsport Manager. I'll definitely be coming back to this. I really enjoyed this game. I stopped playing it for a little bit of time and I come back to it and realize how much I like it, and then play a bunch for a day. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you do enjoy this, and we'll see you in the next video.